Afternoon tea in vlog number 1. This is my messy life. I'm Dew, and today I'm talking about video games. You know how people read books and watch movies and play instruments and do all that stuff, whatever their hobbies are, and they talk about it being like an escape from their own life? Well, that's kind of what a lot of people do with video games, I think. I grew up with video games. I played Zelda, Pokemon, Harvest Moon, all the fun stuff when I was a kid. And like as I grew older, it continued to be like an escape from my own life when I was dealing with problems that I didn't really want to deal with, and when I just wanted to like take a step back and be like, I don't want to be living as the person I'm living as right now. So I'd play video games. And I think a lot of people did that. You know how like in a book, you start at the beginning and you follow this character, meeting their goals or not meeting them, or just events happen, things get blown up, people die, whatever, and at the end you're like, yay, I'm glad that they got what they did or what they didn't, or they blah blah blah. You have whatever emotions you have about the ending. You follow this character through the whole story, and it was kind of like you were living in somebody else's life, right? Even if it was in first or second person, like you weren't them. The author could describe all their emotions and their feelings, whatever was happening with that character, but there was always kind of that detachment because you weren't helping them reach their goals, you were just along for the ride. And as long as you continued flipping pages and reading about it, that person was going to get there. If you just left it, the person still gets there, you know? Depending on how fast you read the book and how fast you take in the information. They find the end, but at your set pace. For people who watch movies, it's similar to that, except it's not at your set pace. You're still watching this person go about to try and overcome the obstacles and reach their goals. Be happy or sad, whatever that person is going to be, right? Or throw Hans Gruber off the roof and save the whole fucking office building. You're not setting the pace in this one, but you're still following along for the ride. And they can show you, invoke emotions within you by the visual aspects, but you're not really, you're not that person. You're there. You're watching, you're engrossed in it. If it's a good movie, or like, if it's like The Room, you're along for the ride. But you aren't that person. It's not at your own pace. The movie continues. You can leave the room, leave the movie on, and the person still goes and gets them. It is not dependent on you. It's depending on where the movie is playing or not. Okay? But the thing about video games is that, like, you are the person. They cannot get where they're trying to go if you don't solve their puzzles and figure out how to kill Ganon, or use the poke flute and take nifty pictures. More than the book and the movie, you were engrossed in a video game. First person maybe, you are the person. And it's up to you to reach your own goals. You have to solve the puzzles. Even if you aren't in that physical video game world, you're still the driving force behind everything that's happening. You're using the controller and moving Link across the screen, and you're using the controller and you're saving Garrus Vakarian. It's you. And I think that's really important for the part about escaping your own life, because I escape my life, and I'm sure many people do, because they have problems in real life and need to take a step back and solve different things before you can solve your problems in your own life, you know? This has gotten kind of weird, hasn't it? I feel like we should kiss now. Video games are my escape from life because I can solve other people's problems at my own pace and not feel bad about it, and I am that person. It's my solving problem skills, and I get that sense of pride when I figure out what's going on and I can fucking kill the bad guy, you know? And that is also why multiplayer doesn't really do much for me, so. Thanks for watching my messy life with Dew. Live long and prosper.